what went wrong last time, because that's what I was... When I was singing it, I was...
But even now, without
I left Bolivia and came to London, where I hid in a toilet to escape from the police. Raising the lid, I could see Elizabeth's fat white behind on which Sir Lyndon Johnson was projecting an Andy Warhol movie. I was fed up, but I was scared too. American spies were all over the place. As Lenin put it, what now? So to kill time, I picked up a political novel, opened it at random, and began to read. Page 12.
Yes, I stuck around St. Petersburg when I saw it was a time for a change. I killed the Tsar and his ministers. Anastasia cried in vain. Yes, I rode a tank, held a general's rank, when the blitzkrieg's all raged and the bodies stank. Pleased to meet y'all, I hope you guess my name. Ah, but what's so confusing is just the nature of my game. Yes, I gotta tell you. I thought, Kate. Of Keith on the cans, he says.
I can't hear myself.
Well, Keith, I thought of having the solo on the fourth one instead of the, because that's the way it's the way it sort of is, you know. The last verse is different.
Okay.
So we'll have it like 3 verses straight through, and then the solo, whatever it is. Should start off very cool. Should be very cool.
Page 34. Nixon examined the bodies of Lieutenant Dubček and Commander Guevara. They were both breathing, but the incident was most unfortunate. It was worse than a crime, it was a blunder. To gain time, he hid the bodies. Bitterly, he regretted the fact that he wasn't wearing his Space Force Admiral's uniform, for it would certainly have made it easier for him to leave the Politburo compound unmolested. Of course, there was a risk that he might be shot on sight, so he had to find that bastard Tito before the balloon went up.
I want to move amps. I move to the small box. It's better sound.
You're on the box, the little box?
I want to go into there, yeah.
Page 219. Patakos knew that Marilyn and he had to leave the area at once. The roads were probably swarming with Trotskyites. He was in a tight spot. The peasants had seen the plane taking off. As soon as Colonel Ben Barker discovered the starfighter in the clearing, he would send out search parties to find the fugitive's hiding place. Patakos spent 3 full hours tampering with his and Marilyn's passports. Now he was a citizen of Biafra in his late 60s, and his profession was governor of the BBC. The golden blonde accompanying him was both his secretary and his nurse. The couple reached Da Nang airfield 15 minutes before flight. Page 79. You're my kind of girl, Pepita, said Pope Paul as he lay down in the grass. But I'm not in the habit of taking women by force. Caballero, she answered, you're a fool. Do you think I would have let you catch me if I did not like you? Paul moved closer and slid his grubby fingers under the lovely Venezuelan wet poncho. I like you a lot, she whispered. I'm crazy about you. I never said that to any man before. Do you hear me? You're the first one. Brutally, she kissed the so-called apostle of non-violence on the mouth. Outside, an owl screeched mournfully in the warm twilight. It was late when they got to the arsenal. Trujillo was furious. If you want petrol, you'll have to wire Standard Oil. Take it easy, Raphael, said Pope Paul. Pepita and I have a lot to say to each other. Anyway, it's dark enough now. We have to go, said Trujillo in a commanding voice. Okay, grumbled Pope Paul, who still had one hand inside the ambassador's wife's panties. We'll take the old Sherman. Pepita will show us a route that Camilo Torres' men don't know about. No, Willie. This is men's work.
Yes, I will.
What has been called blues was the result of more diverse sociological and musical influences than any other kind of American Negro music called blues. Musically, classic blues showed the Negro singers' appropriation of a great many elements of popular American music, notably the music associated with popular theater or vaudeville. The instrumental music that accompanied classic blues also reflected this development, as it did the Negro musicians' maturing awareness of the more instrumental style, possibly as a foil to be used with this naturally vocal style. Classic blues appeared in America at about the same time as ragtime, the most instrumental or non-vocal music to issue from Negro inspiration. Ragtime is also a music that is closely...
Page 1012. Well, to go finally asked. Well, what, stammered Cassiger? Where's the go? I wouldn't say a word in front of that idiot Wilson, the informer. So what, screamed the girl, his face contorted with rage. You're getting paid, aren't you?
He had to completely exterminate the red man. And he did it. And he did it.
Page 87.
And he did it.
How did you manage to spread the virus on a worldwide scale after you were delegate? I discovered a mold which would act as a carrier, Suslov declared. A mold I once experimented with in Los Angeles. It feeds on a common Yankee substance called drive-in, a mixture of motion pictures and automobiles. Drive-ins were set up everywhere. The spores will be carried on the west wind and settle wherever there are men and women. Not a single red will survive.
He went to Africa. Our ancestors said, Big baby, this is our way of life. Big baby, this is our way of life. We beat drums, we enjoy ourselves. We beat drums, we enjoy ourselves. We have gold, we make diamonds and stuff for our women. He took the gold. He made us slaves. And today he runs Africa. The Chinese showed him everything they had.
Page 109. You're out of your mind, darling, said Princess Grace. I may have won a prize in a shooting contest, but I can never make a shot like that. There's a mirror on the dressing table, shouted Salazar. Grab it with your feet and use it to aim. I'll take the risk.
I hate the black bitch. You can't trust them like white women. And if you try to, they won't appreciate it. They won't know how to act. It would be like trying to pamper a cobra.
Page 287. If you don't marry Khrushchev, you'll never be the wife of a great corn eater. I don't understand a word you're saying. I know, but I love you, Barbarella. And that's why I want to play fair and square with you, whispered Roosevelt.
There's no love left between a black man and a black woman. Take me, for instance. I love white women and hate black women. It's just in me so deep that I don't even try to get it out of me anymore. I jump over 10 nigger bitches just to get one white woman. Just a minute. Get down. Ain't no such thing as an ugly white woman.
Chinese showed him everything they had. They showed him gunpowder.
Hey, yo!
They said we use this for anniversaries, for festivities.
The white woman is beautiful, even if she's bald-headed. Hey, just a minute. And only has one tooth. It's not just the fact that she's a woman that I love. I love her skin. Her soft, smooth, white skin. I'd like just to lick her skin as if fresh honey flows from her pores. And just to touch her long, soft, silky hair. There's a softness about a white woman. Something delicate and soft inside her. But a nigger bitch seems to be full of steel, granite hard and resistant. Not soft and submissive like a white woman. Ain't nothing more beautiful than a white woman's hair being blown by the wind. The white woman is more than a woman to me. She's like a goddess, a symbol. My love for her is religious and beyond fulfillment. I worship her. I love the white woman's dirty drawers. Sometimes I think the way I feel about a white woman, I must have inherited it from my father, and his father, and his father's father, as far back as you can go into slavery. I must have inherited it from all those black men, part of my desire, because I have more love for her than one man should have. Yes, I want all the white women they wanted and never been able to get. They must have passed on their desire to me. They must have. Desire for the white woman is like cancer eating my heart out and devouring my brain. In my dreams, I see white women jumping over fences like dainty little lambs. And every time one of them jump over, her hair catches the breeze and sprays out behind her like a male Panamanian stallion. Blondes, redheads, brunettes, strawberry blondes, dirty blondes, drugstore blondes, platinum blondes, all of them. They're all things in my nightmare. All the sacrifice do I make them up? What's that? I know that the white man made the black women the symbol of slavery, and the white women the symbol of freedom.
Page 91. Now, don't get all worked up over nothing. This isn't the first time some fool has passed himself off as Peter O'Toole or Franco.
The cool jazz
was a white degenerative form of bebop. And when mainland America was vaguely hip, the TV people, wizard of all total communications, began to use it to make people buy cigarettes and deodorant, or put life into effeminate digs by detectives. Then the white boys slid into all the studio gigs, playing their music for sure. So-called pop, which is a certified version of rock and roll, just as the Detroit Motown sound is a slick certified version of older R&B gospel influenced forms. Also not only the Beatles, but any group of middle-class white boys who need a haircut and male hormones can be a pop group. That's what pop means, which is exactly what cool was, and even clearer, exactly what Dixieland was, complete with funny hearts and funny names. White boys, in lieu of the initial passion, will always make it about funny hearts, which be their constant minstrel need, the derogation of the real, come out again. Stealing music, stealing energy, lives, with their own consents and lives finally, making it white music. From any place, anytime to, we all live in a yellow submarine with all their fiends,
Take the English language.
the exclusive white.
The cats who come here from Italy, Germany, Poland, and France.
In the yellow
For 2
submarine,
generations they
people
speak
shoot
English
nuclear
perfectly.
weapons.
We have never spoken English perfectly. Never have we spoken English perfectly. Never, never, never.
That is because our people consciously resisted a language that does not belong to them.
That is because our people consciously resisted a language that does not belong to them.
Never did, never will.
Never did and never will.
No matter how they try to run it down our throat, and we ain't gonna have it.
No matter how they try to run it down our throat, we ain't never gonna have
We
it.
ain't gonna have
We
it.
ain't gonna have
You
it.
must understand that as a level of resistance.
You must understand this is a level of
Anybody can
resistance.
speak that simple whitey's language.
Anybody can speak that simple whitey's language.
Anybody can do it.
Anybody can.
We've not done it because we've resisted.
We have not done it because we have resisted.
Resisted. We
Resisted.
have to recognize who our major enemy is.
We have to recognize who our major enemy is.
Brother,
Our enemy is not our blood brother.
flesh of our flesh and blood
Flesh
of
of
our blood.
our flesh of our flesh and blood of our blood.
Major enemy is whitey.
The major enemy is whitey.
Institutions of racism.
His institutions of racism.
That's the major enemy.
That's the major
That is
enemy.
the major enemy. And whenever anybody prepares for revolutionary warfare,
And whenever anybody prepares for revolutionary warfare,
concentrate on the major enemy.
we concentrate on the major
We're
enemy.
not strong enough to fight each other and also fight him.
We're not strong enough to fight each other and also fight
We
him.
will not fight each other today.
We will not fight each other
There will
together.
be no fights in the black community among black people.
There will be no fights in the black community among black people.
There will be just people who will be off.
There will be just people who will be off.
There will be no fights.
There will be no
There will
fights.
be no disruption.
There will be no
We're
disruption.
going to be united.
We are going to be united.
For us, the question of community is a question of color in our people.
For us, the question of community is the question of color and our people.
Not geography, not land.
Not geography, not land.
Not land, not geography.
Not land, not
We have
geography.
no alternative but to fight whether we want to or not.
We have no alternative but to fight whether we want to or not.
On every level in this country, black man, black people have got to fight.
On every level in this country, black man, black people have to fight.
Got to fight.
Got to fight.
Fight.
They got to
One of
fight.
the ways of bringing our people home
One of the ways of bringing our people
by using patience.
is
love,
by
brotherhood,
using
and unity.
patience, love,
Brotherhood and unity.
brotherhood, and unity.
Not force.
Not force.
Love, patience, brotherhood, and unity.
Love, patience, brotherhood, and
We
unity.
try.
And we try.
And we try.
And we try. And we
If they
try.
become a threat, if they become a threat,
If they become a threat,
we off them.
we off
We
them.
off them.
We off
We need
them.
each other.
We need
We
each
have to
other.
have each other.
We have to have each
For our
other
survival.
for our survival.
We've got to have
We've got to have each other. From the revolutionaries to the conservatives. A black united front is what we're about. A black united front is what we're about. We have been so colonized that we shake, hate. And that is the best example of the person who says he's
You
colonized.
sit in your house.
You sit in your house,
Whitey comes to your house.
and Whitey comes into your house, beats you up, rapes your wife, beats up your child, and you don't have the humanity to say that I hate you. You don't have it. That is how dehumanized we are. We are so dehumanized that we can't say,
Yes, we hate you. for
yes,
what
we
you have done
hate
to
you
us.
for what you've done to
Can't
us.
say it.
Can't say it.
Can't say it.
Can't say
It's not a
it.
question of right or left.
It's not a question of right or
It's a
left.
question of black.
It's a question of black.
Page 137.
Louder than that, even.
Page 42. Oh, Miss Cassidian and Miss Gromiko, I never be able to thank you enough. Won't you be my bridesmaids? Thank you, Miss Nasser. I'm afraid we can't accept, but I'm sure Miss Kamulka will be delighted.
If you're too loud, we'll just take you down. You know, if you're not loud enough, we'll raise you. But it's just
Okay.
You turned up, Keith.
All right. Please let me introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste. I've been around here for many a long, long year. So many a man's soul and faith. Yes, I was here when Jesus Christ had his moments of doubt and pain. I made damn sure that Pilate washed his hands and sealed his fate. Pleased to meet y'all.
I think the other figure you were doing, Bill, is better. Hey!
Oh, fucking hell. You gotta come on in that other bit, Charlie.
The first room was packed. The music was slow. The couples hardly moved. Johnny F. had disappeared. The people I saw were in all the stages of disarray, from nakedness to full evening dress. The band was playing softly. The striking thing about it was the singular lack of noise. Beyond, from time to time, through the marble doorway, I heard the muffled splash of someone diving into the pool. And this, too, was rather a soothing sound.
Try and make it a bit more life. It's a bit dead, you know? Not clipped enough somehow. Hey. Let me introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste. I've been around for many a long, long year. Stole many a man's soul and faith. Yes, I was around when Jesus Christ had his moments of doubt and pain. Made damn sure that Pilate washed his hands, sealed his fate. Nice to meet y'all. Hope you guess my name. Oh, music is the nature of my game. Yes, I hung around St. Petersburg when I saw it was a time for change. Killed the Tsar and his ministers while Anastasia